Right now at 10, years after a fatal stabbing, a La Crosse County trial finally moves forward. Testimony from the victim's girlfriend and the defense's response.
And burglary at Butterfest. New tonight at 10, the event president's reaction to the theft.
Plus, your drive to Iowa just got easier, but it won't last long. How long residents can use the now open Blackhawk Bridge.
WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A trial is underway for a La Crosse County homicide that happened 6 years ago. 45-year-old Anquin St. Junius is accused of fatally stabbing Virgil Stewart in 2019. The day of the alleged stabbing, St. Junius and a woman got into a taxi after a party on La Crosse's 7th Street. Stewart then approached them as he was leaving. Witnesses told police St. Junius stabbed Stewart after an argument. In court today, Stewart's girlfriend recounting what she saw from down the street.
I saw a man's arm grab Virgil's right arm and kind of pull him a little bit more into the taxi cab. When he stepped back, he was holding his chest like this. And then when he took his hand down, blood came streaming out like a fountain.
Sanders testified she drove Stewart to a nearby hospital where he died from his wounds. St. Junius's lawyer says her story is unreliable.
Several of the people that are witnesses for the state have said very different things at different times. In fact, Kelly Sanders' version did change over time.
More witnesses are expected to testify tomorrow. This is St. Junius's second time in court for allegedly stabbing someone.
Jury selection is now complete in a human trafficking case. Chantel Kibler is accused of coercing a Wausau woman into sex work to pay off an alleged drug debt. The victim allegedly sold drugs for Kibler's boyfriend, Dre Broadnax. A jury found him guilty in April of kidnapping and conspiracy to commit human trafficking. Kibler's trial will start after Anquin St. Junius's is finished.
The investigation into theft at Sparta's Butterfest continues. Police say someone stole $10,000 worth of items from last weekend's festival. It likely occurred Saturday morning. Most stolen items were jewelry. One vendor reported credit card readers missing, while another reported the theft of a cash drawer. Sparta police have not yet identified suspects. In the meantime, Sparta Butterfest President Kim Smith sent us a statement about the theft, saying in part, quote, "In our 41-year history, we've never experienced anything like this. We are committed to making Sparta Butterfest a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone." We've got her full statement up on news8000.com tonight.
Well, the Blackhawk Bridge is open again, but it won't stay that way all summer. The bridge closed May 17th when engineers detected unsafe movement. Iowa DOT says they inspected the bridge and it's safe to drive across. There will be closures later this summer as the DOT continues work on the new bridge. However, they plan to have it open through 4th of July weekend. One DeSoto resident says she's happy she can easily access business in Lansing again.
We come here for everything. We come here to eat. We come here. We got our haircut this morning. We doctor over here, so it's nice that it's open again.
Iowa DOT says it will give people a week notice before any bridge closures. The water taxi service will continue to run.
Well, in the meantime, I wasn't in town over the weekend. I heard temperatures were pretty good, around summer-like average.
Yeah, they were fair. A little bit better than Saturday. Saturday we had some rain, but it was actually nice and refreshing. Yeah. Today was refreshing as well, but hopefully...
It's not bad when it's just for one day. That's what we always say. Not bad when it's for one day, and then the good news is we do have a warm-up on our way as we go into tomorrow and into Wednesday as well. So a little bit cooler today. Not too bad out there, though. Generally around 10 to 15 degrees below average, so definitely nothing insanely out of the ordinary, but a nice little cooler day thrown in there before we get back into the 80s as we go into tomorrow, and even looking ahead towards Wednesday. We did have those showers passing throughout the area, though. though, especially throughout this morning, more isolated and scattered as we went into the afternoon. Those have since really started to die off as that low pressure system now moves well off to our northeast. As we go throughout the morning hours, starting in La Crosse, we're warming up much more quickly as we go into the afternoon. Throughout this morning, we were mainly staying in the low 50s until we hit that noon hour and the sunshine came out, but that sun is shining a lot earlier on in the day, so you're going to be closer to 70 degrees already by that noon hour. As we go into Eau Claire, it's going to be a very, very similar story. Some light winds out of the west blowing generally around 5 to 10 miles an hour, so a pretty good day as we go into our Tuesday. Not too bad as we go into Wednesday either, but we do have some showers on the way to finish the week out that could cause for some issues, so I'll break it all down in the full forecast.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole.
The 2025 Wisconsin State Women's Golf Open is in full swing. The three-day event kicked off at the La Crosse Country Club today. This is the first time the Women's Open is being hosted in the La Crosse area. The event features more than 60 female amateur and professional golfers with ties to Wisconsin, and some are playing this course for the very first time.
The last couple of courses they've held this tournament at have been a little more tree-lined, I think.
Yeah.
And which was nice to see that this was a little more of an open course, so which I prefer.
After the La Crosse Open, the tournament continues in Kohler in mid-August and Lake Geneva in early September.
All great locations. Well, 12 hours and counting. Minnesota lawmakers are still in special session tonight, hoping to pass the state budget and avoid a government shutdown. They are tackling 15 bills, including a controversial plan to remove undocumented immigrants from state health coverage. That bill did pass and is on the governor's desk tonight. It was the state's first special session in 4 years. Lawmakers have until 7 a.m. to avoid a shutdown.
The city of La Crosse hosted a zoning information session this evening. Residents were educated on everything from what zoning means for neighborhoods to what is dictated by zoning. Updates to zoning codes were also reviewed. A deputy says they encourage community input so the zoning codes reflect their values and goals.
It was really created to protect the health, safety, and welfare of its citizens and its community. But zoning is really intended to protect the property owners and the property values in a lot of cases of the citizens of a city.
La Crosse residents are encouraged to visit forlacrosse.org to submit ideas.
A free summer meal program now underway for local children. Amplify Health is offering free breakfast and lunch to kids 18 and younger on weekdays. Breakfast is served at its La Crosse cafeteria from 6:30 to 9:30 and then lunch from 10:30 to 2. The USDA-funded program helps provide nutrition when school meals aren't available. The program will run until August 20th.
Well, of course, when they're growing, they need the right amount of energy. They're playful outside, so they're going to be moving a lot, obviously. They're growing. We just need to provide them a well-rounded meal. Obviously, again, giving them the options of what they like.
The cafeteria is located at 1900 South Avenue in La Crosse.
La Crosse Area YMCA is kicking off its own summer lunch program today. Children 18 and younger can get a free lunch with fresh produce, milk, and a protein. Meals will be served daily at 24 sites across La Crosse County.
During out of school time, there's that hunger gap that a lot of families face, the increased pricing of groceries throughout the area. We wanted to step up and do our part. Community wellness is the responsibility of the community, and so the YMCA is here to help bridge that gap.
The YMCA hopes to serve 400,000 lunches this summer.
Still to come tonight at 10, tension in LA. Why an attorney general is now getting involved over ICE raid protests.
Plus, a new savings account proposal that could give future children a head start when we come back.
Attention, construction workers, carpenters, remodelers. Join the award-winning team of La Crosse's #1 home remodeling company. The Bortsource growth brings opportunities. Your experience is the key to the respect and rewards you deserve. Immediate openings, $26 to $38 per hour based on skill and experience. Health insurance, life insurance, 3 weeks PTO, 6 paid holidays, retirement, FSA, and no weekends. Apply today in person at 524 Copeland Avenue, online, or use the QR.
A John Deere 3 Series tractor lets you tackle those bigger jobs with simple, intuitive controls that put the power in your hands and quick connect solutions to swap implements quickly with ease. From rotary cutter to rotary tiller to front loader. Take on all your property's biggest challenges. You just have to get in the seat
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Today's the day. Today's the day.
Today is the day. And today's the day.
Are you ready for National Fudge Day? Celebrate it with Valley Fudge and Candy. There is something for everyone.
I never knew fudge could be so dandy. Pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
Los Angeles remains on edge on day 4 of protesters taking to the streets to speak out against recent ICE raids.
California's Attorney General announced plans to sue the federal government for sending national troops to what he says had been a largely peaceful protest. CBS News' Danya Backus has more.
Tension between protesters and law enforcement continued in Los Angeles for a 4th consecutive day after a weekend of at times violent clashes over immigration raids. Family members of those detained during the raids gathered Monday to express their outrage.
I was present during the raids. I saw with my own eyes the pains of the families, crying, screaming, not knowing what to do, just like me.
On Monday, California's Attorney General said he is suing the Trump administration for deploying hundreds of National Guard members over the weekend, a move he called unlawful.
They did so without authorization from Governor Newsom and against the wishes of local law enforcement who are on the ground, actively assessing and responding to the situation in Los Angeles in real time, a situation that didn't warrant the National Guard.
In a social media post, California Governor Gavin Newsom also called reports of 700 Marines being mobilized to Los Angeles completely unwarranted, uncalled for, and unprecedented. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, has threatened to arrest anyone who obstructs the administration's immigration enforcement effort, including Newsom. In an interview Monday, Governor Newsom encouraged the administration to move forward with his arrest. President Trump had this to say in response.
Should he do it? I would do it if I were Tom. I think it's great.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Protesters also gathered to protest ICE raids throughout the nation Monday, including in Philadelphia, Tampa, and Houston. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
President Trump formally announced new savings accounts being labeled Trump accounts. The program is included in the big budget package Republicans are trying to pass. Under the plan, the federal government would contribute $1,000 into an individual investment account for U.S. children born between 2025 and 2029, with the opportunity for more contributions.
These accounts will be private property controlled by the child's guardians, and in many cases, those guardians will be the parents.
A number of companies announced that they will invest in Trump accounts on behalf of their employees' children.
And preparations are underway for Saturday's parade celebrating the Army's 250th birthday. Heavy equipment has arrived in Maryland, with tanks traveling from Texas 2,000 miles away. In all, more than 6,000 troops, 150 vehicles, 50 aircraft, 34 horses, and even 2 dogs and a mule will march through Washington, D.C. to celebrate the Army. The Secret Service is prepared for hundreds of thousands of attendees.
On the ground, we're taking proactive steps to reinforce the area. You will see 18.5 miles of anti-scale fencing, 17 miles of bike rack, concrete barriers, 175 magnetometers, and officers from federal, state, and local agencies standing post.
The total cost of the parade might be as high as $45 million. The estimates include possible street damage from the weight of the tanks.
Well, Apple is unveiling a series of changes for its iPhone, iPad, and other devices. The new liquid glass interface will feature see-through visuals with a glossy surface. Spam detection is also a focus in the update. Unknown messages will be sent into a separate folder until approved, and you will be able to create new emojis with ChatGPT.
The U.S. economy added 139,000 jobs last month. That's down from April's 147,000, but beat economists' expectations of 130,000. The unemployment rate held steady at 4.2%. We will have more news ahead.
But first,
temperatures warm up as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, but that comes to a halt as we have heavy rainfall coming in to finish the week out. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
You wouldn't buy the first vehicle you saw.
Trust me, it's perfectly safe.
I'll take it. So don't hire the first personal injury lawyer you call.
Trust me.
Where do I sign? Object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who take pride in a job well done, the ones who make the most of every moment and still take the time to pass it on. At Blaine's, we're here to make this Father's Day special with gifts for one-of-a-kind dads at prices that'll make them proud. Like 25% off Carhartt Forest and Ariat apparel, up to $80 off select air conditioners and dehumidifiers, and Real Truck tonneau covers $100 off after rebate. Find the value you need to make this Father's Day special. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen. Join us for our summer sale, one day only on Thursday, June 12th at either showroom in Eau Claire or Onalaska. Enjoy super summer savings with up to 25% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months at Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Hiring the wrong personal injury attorney can cost you a lot. Researching personal injury attorneys costs you nothing. We're confident that your research will lead you to buy Goff and Rohde. BGR, object to anything less than the best.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, severe storms moved across Oklahoma over the weekend, bringing several tornadoes, strong winds, heavy rain, and hail to the state.
One of the hardest hit areas was Pittsburg County, where a possible tornado damaged several buildings. People across McAllister and Pittsburg County are also dealing with power outages. So far, no injuries have been reported. Well, today was a gloomier, cooler start to the day, but this evening shaped up really nicely.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come back inside.
Yeah, the sun came out, very pleasant. Tomorrow might be a great day to get outside and enjoy some good weather, Nicole.
Yeah, in fact, tomorrow is actually going to be the day that you want to prioritize getting outside, because it's not going to be like this every day this week. It's going to come to a little bit of an end after we get past Wednesday. So you have about 2 days to enjoy this, and maybe wanting to get out a little bit earlier Wednesday too, just in case, because we do have some showers and thunderstorms coming into the area to finish the week out. So let's start with tomorrow, looking really nice. We're having mostly sunny skies, done with all those isolated showers, much of the area getting back to near normal highs. Your high in La Crosse, 82, 81 in Eau Claire, so really most of us sitting in those low 80s, which is almost right on the dot for near average for this time of year. Wednesday, a little bit different for some, a little bit cooler to the north, seeing some temperatures back into the upper 70s, so a tad bit cooler for areas north of I-90, but for folks south of I-90 actually getting a little bit warmer. Some folks further into southern Wisconsin possibly getting closer to the upper 80s as well. So a little bit warmer on Wednesday, and that really just starts to funnel in the chance for some thunderstorms and some showers coming in as we go into Wednesday nights. Likely holding off in the evening hours, so again, most of Wednesday not looking too bad, but we will start to see it ramp up as we go into nighttime, and it could stick around for a couple days because this is a stationary front coming in that is stationary, and it's definitely going to be bringing those showers and thunderstorms for multiple days at a time. Again, starting Wednesday night, we see those precipitation chances start to ramp up, going to a little bit more widespread showers, a little bit less of a chance for widespread activity on Thursday, mainly for folks south of I-94, but then those chances start to increase again as we go into Thursday night and into Friday. The good news is the weekend for now is looking to be a little bit of a dry stretch before we start to see more precipitation chances start to ramp back up as we go into the start of next week. So hopefully we can hold on to that dry stuff for the holiday weekend and you can spend it outside with Dad on Sunday. Otherwise, we have to still get through this heavy rain potential that we have coming in, because really the stationary front is situated very close to the area and it's not moving anytime soon, so it's going to be dumping a good amount of moisture over the area for multiple days. We have it starting coming in Wednesday night and really just seeing light showers with that to start as we go later into the day Wednesday and looking into Thursday. That's when we're seeing that stationary front kind of move a little bit further into central Iowa. That's going to bring those rain chances mainly near and south of I-90. However, as we go into Thursday night and looking towards Friday, that's when we see the low pressure system start to nudge up into the area, bringing some more widespread and more moderate to heavy rainfall amounts across the area for what looks to be most of the day Friday. There could be some thunderstorm potential with that as well, really throughout that entire period, mainly seeing that shower potential, and a low severity risk with that would be just the heavy rain potential and some gustier winds passing through. What looks to be now is Friday night would really be when a lot of those showers start to finish, maybe lingering through Saturday morning, but again, for now the weekend is looking pretty nice and dry. Here's that rain total going through Saturday morning. Then most of the area at least seeing an inch to an inch and a half, but some folks could be seeing well over 2 inches depending on how that thunderstorm activity really plays out. That would obviously bring higher rain totals to more localized areas. Otherwise, until then, again, really good 2 days in a row coming up for Tuesday and Wednesday, staying near normal for those temperatures, and then stormy and rainy weather finishing the week out on Thursday and Friday before we see a little bit of a break going into the weekend. Father's Day not looking too bad before even more showers and thunderstorms move in to start next week off. So you have a couple days to pick and choose when you want to go outside. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit of a rainy stretch.
All right. A little bit of variability in the 8 day.
I like it though. I like the rain.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, 2 wins away. The Holmen baseball team look to punch its ticket to state tomorrow. Plus, the Loggers aim to continue their blistering start to the season. Jacob is next.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer. Discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
Give the ultimate gift this Father's Day with Bosch Power Tools from Menards. Bosch Power Tools are engineered to handle the toughest jobs, and Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Whether you need to rip, cut, drill, or drive, Bosch Power Tools provide the power and performance you need to handle the toughest tasks. Right now, get the Bosch 18-volt cordless drill kit for just $69.99 after an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
My wife urged me to get my ears checked, and I've done, like most people, everything possible to probably damage them. It's an easy process. It's an easy thing to do. It's free. Come in and get it checked. Mine is not perfect, but at least I know that I have to be a little more careful. You know, they've been doing this a long time, and they know what they're doing, so to have this available to us locally here, oh, they're fantastic. I would highly recommend them.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Covering all.
Well, baseball sectionals begin tomorrow. That means some area teams need to win 2 games to clinch a spot in the state tournament. Holman is still alive in Division I, and despite a tough matchup, the Vikings are feeling confident going into tomorrow. Holman picked up a 2-1 win last Thursday to crown themselves regional champions, and they'll face Sun Prairie East tomorrow in the sectional semifinals. It will be one of the toughest games yet for the Vikings this year, and they might be the underdogs on paper, but the team says they are ready for this moment.
We're in the dugout, we're the best team on the field, but, I still think we are the underdogs coming from a small town. Those guys are out to get us, and, they might think that they have an easy ride, but they can't look through us.
The Vikings say they've been preparing all season for this moment. The hard practices, the tough games, and now they're putting it all together for a chance at making the state tournament.
A lot of work, a lot of effort in their spare time, so it'll always be there for when we need it in the important games that are coming up, so I'm confident.
Yeah, confidence comes from preparation with us. We got some dogs on the team that are willing to compete through everything. It's a full lineup. There's not one guy that I'm not confident in.
All right, how about some Minnesota State girls flag football? La Crescent Hoga opened up the day against Two Rivers. Lancers down 12 in the second half as Savannah Klinsky will score right there. Then immediately after the touchdown, the Lancers sending the blitz. Caitlin Ingram is going to jump the pass, and she's got reservations for 6. That ties the game, and if you like pick sixes, this is the highlight for you. Cami Esser jumps in front of that pass, makes a couple girls miss, and scores. La Crescent Hoga wins 33-12. Lancers would win their next game to go to the title game in a battle of 2 12-0 teams. Mato Midai gets the win. Congrats to the La Crescent Hoga team on a fantastic season. And some results from day 1 of WIAA Boys State Golf. Cochrane Fountain City sits in 6th place out of 8 teams at 57 over par between their 4 top golfers. Durand, Arkansas leads at 32 over par. Cameron Lipinski tied for 4th at 6 over par individually. Brewers taking on Loggers legend and reigning NL Cy Young Chris Sale, and he was dominant. 7 innings, 5 hits allowed, just 1 run given up, and 11 punch-outs. Atlanta gets on the board in the 5th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr., one of the most exciting players in baseball, takes Aaron Savali for a ride. That ties things up at 1. And the first pitch by DL Hall to Matt Olson unties things. That's Olson's 14th homer of the season. Brewers offense struggles as the Braves take game 1 of the series. Loggers entering the night tied for the best record in the Northwoods League at 11-3. First inning, lacrosse bats doing some work. Savion Flowers sprays that one into left field as Mikey Ryan scores. Then later in the frame, Aaron Mingo skies one into left field. That will be deep enough to score Flowers, and the home side will go up 3-1. Then in the 3rd inning, Mateo Gray at the dish. He rips one through the 5-6 hole to plate another. The Larks would make it interesting late, but lacrosse improves to 8-1 in the month of June as they take this one 11-8. And the Packers announcing the release of 2-time All-Pro cornerback Jair Alexander today. The move coming after an offseason filled with questions surrounding the former first-round pick, beginning with locker cleanout when Alexander declined to speak with reporters. It's reported Green Bay tried to find a trade partner to get something in return, but no team was willing to take on his contract. Green Bay set to save over $36 million in cap space over the next 2 years with the move, and he played in just 7 games each of the last 2 seasons. So interesting there. We'll see what happens. Talked about it earlier, but back to the La Crescent Hoga team. Very cool. Coach Donovan was at the forefront of that whole league last year, and now they're in a state championship game. So close to winning it all, but still a great season.
Yep, a meteoric rise, and it's got me itching to play some flag football.
I know, we were talking about it in the back. We were trying to ask if Emily would be a good flag footballer
I
or
can
not.
kind of catch and run.
Yeah, you could hang.
Also, Nicole's cousin played against the Lancers in the semifinals today. So shout out to Nicole's cousin. Small world.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks, guys.
All right, more news right after this.
Your summer starts here at Ultra. Open a Live Your Life Spend account offering cashback debit rewards and a $50 bonus. Surf the waves, stack the cash with a Live Your Life Spend account. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Get a free and honest inspection with Innovative Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
When Arby's says euros, you say 2 for $7. Euros. 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 Louder. Arby's, we have the meats.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is so ready for summer. Right on the Mississippi River, a perfect spot for fishing and fun. Surrounded by scenic bluffs and some of the best hiking and camping around, there's so much to explore. You can experience Prairie du Chien's fascinating history and unwind with live music events that feature the vibe you're looking for. Book your place to stay and discover more at prairieduchien.org.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right. So we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind. Because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Your summer starts here at Ultra. Open a Live Your Life spend account offering cashback debit rewards and a $50 bonus. Surf the waves, stack the cash with a Live Your Life spend account. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
A piece from the iconic 1986 film Ferris Bueller's Day Off could soon be yours. The signature sweater vest worn by Matthew Broderick in the film has hit the auction block. Broderick starred as Ferris Bueller, who played hooky with his girlfriend and best friend in the film.
Sotheby's estimates the vest could fetch between $300,000 and $600,000. The auction runs through June 24th. I mean, it's such an iconic movie, and what a vest.
An iconic film.
I have shoes that actually match this.
Oh, okay. So
But
just free up $300,000 to $600K, and then you've got a full outfit.
Not quite yet. My mom always tells me to dress like Sloane for Halloween when my hair's long and brown. She's like, oh my God, and then find the whole 2 other people to go as the crew with you. But yeah, this is a pricey penny.
It is, for sure.
Yeah.
Out of our price range.
Yeah, not happening anytime soon. All right, Nicole has a final look at your forecast right after this.
The Driftless region is a thriving community where tradition and innovation shine. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like iron, sulfur, PFAS, and manganese. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Furnish your home with the Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shells in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
I have been working at Firefighters Credit Union for over 20 years and been in the mortgage business for 30 years. We get a lot of people that like to shop around, and I encourage people to shop around for mortgages. And the one thing that you hear over and over is that we're for real. What they hear on the commercials is what they see when they come and see any of our employees. All these things together are what make Firefighters Credit Union the team you can trust.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit
At Perkins, bite into value with our new Great American Burger Trio. A juicy cheeseburger, crispy fries, and a slice of one of our legendary pies. All for just $9.99. That's value. That's Perkins.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
Well, the good thing about a cooler day is you got to keep that AC off, and so the sleeping forecast is looking all green, all smiles, open windows, keep the AC off, keep the bills low, but you're definitely going to want to keep it on as we go into tomorrow and Wednesday. By the afternoon, getting into the 80s again, so summer is back after a one-day break.
If you do sleep with those windows open, make sure your pets don't escape, though.
Good point.
It's keeping me from doing that.